Hi, I'm Rachel Abbasi. Welcome to the Recovery Daily podcast. As always, thanks for spending time with me.
Hello. Good morning. If I get this published in the morning, then good morning. If not, good afternoon. Yes, I still feel crappy, but I just continue to move forward. My art club is having a collage workshop today, and I was really looking forward to that, but I can't go. I feel like when I say that, I feel like I'm a kid again. And like I asked my mom if I could go do something and I can't go. And I have to go back and be like, I can't go. I just, I'm making the decision for myself, and it's really difficult to do that. But when I feel my symptoms so strongly, it's a little easier. The real trigger that's happening for me right now is when I look up or look down, bend down, lay down, the room starts spinning. And this is typically in the vestibular world is known as B as in boy, PPV. And typically, it's when the crystals in your ears are messed up and it causes, they have to end up doing that Epley maneuver thing and move the crystals back to where they are supposed to be in your ear, and then it goes away. For me, when I don't get enough sleep and I'm not taking care of myself, I get the dizziness, the spinning, room spinning. It's really bizarre. Everything with my disability is really difficult to diagnose for doctors. There is no medication to treat something that is intermittent like this. It's for me, it's like, and I'm talking through this for folks who do have I know some of you have a vestibular disorder, and you join me every day, and I appreciate that. So I do share about those experiences for the sake of um, it resonating with folks that listen that have a vestibular disorder like me. But for me, my symptoms are like, I, for lack of a better comparison, use something that people always compare to, but an onion. It's like layers of an onion. And when, but when I left my job 3 years ago, um, I had severe pain in my head, sharp pains in my head. The doctors asked me, where do you feel the pain? Everywhere. The answer was everywhere. It depended on the minute. A lot of times the pain was behind my eyes, but I would have sharp pains all over my head in different places, not all at the same time, but it would just travel to different parts of my head. It was odd. So that was hard to pinpoint. They tried to give me all these different medications, and I just realized I'm like going on a complete tangent for this episode, other than what I was going to talk about, but that's okay. That's okay. That's what we do here. Live action. So I tried different medications. They gave me like three different kinds of pills that didn't work. Not all at the same time, but I would try one, it didn't do anything. We tried another, it didn't do anything. And the symptoms, this was aggravating. The symptoms that I had from one of the pills specifically were something I wouldn't share on the podcast, but when I talked to my neurologist about it, she said, no, that symptom is not something that happens from taking this pill. And I was like, well, I'm just telling you that I have never had this happen and now it's happening. And she was like, well, it's not the pill. So I said, okay, well, we're going to say I don't tolerate the pill and we're going to try something different. Um, and when I stopped taking that pill, the symptom that I was having went away. So you tell me that it was not caused by the pill. I mean, come on. But I ended up stopping going to that neurologist because obviously she was not willing to listen to me. So I took these different pills, none of them worked. So I got on Emgality, which is the injection that I put in my stomach. And that's what made that, to get back on topic, that's what made that symptom go away. I would say about 90%. I still get sharp pains depending on my visual exposure to movement and bright lights. So, although that symptom has gone away for the most part, 90% of it, now I've got other symptoms that bubble up to the surface. So that's getting back to my point. When doctors treat one symptom and move that to the side, another symptom takes its place. And then, for example, if I get rid of the head pain, but then I still ride in the car with my eyes open or try to look at the TV or scroll on my computer, um, I will get nauseous instead. So what if I take A for the medication A, which is Emgality for the pain, and then I take Dramamine for the nausea and move the nausea aside, then what happens? A new symptom comes to the surface. So there's always my body is telling me, don't do it, right? My body's telling the new symptom, if I move the sharp pains and the nausea aside, there are several symptoms underneath that. One is my inability to remember, like um, my cognitive processing just is out the window. I can't think of words past what I'm saying, which is happening right in real time right now. Um, it's weird to try to explain this, but as I'm talking, I can't think about what I'm going to say next. Is that weird? That's totally weird to say. But that's the density of the brain fog in my head. So I'm going to try to stay on topic, but I'm getting pretty bad right now. So my symptoms are like an onion, and I'm going to stop there because I can't even remember why I started talking about that. This is what it's like to live in Rachel's head. Like, I don't even know why I started talking about the whole thing. It's really embarrassing and frustrating. But here we are. Here we are. I'm like, I started the podcast. I've been talking for like 10 minutes about my vestibular disorder and the medications and everything, and I have no idea why I was talking about it. So I guess maybe we'll just stop, right? That's a signal that maybe Rachel should stop recording the podcast today. And won't it be fun to just have like a 5 or 10 minute podcast that starts out about me talking about a topic and then getting to the end of that topic and not knowing what the topic was to begin with? That's fun. Okay, so I'm just going to stop there. Thanks for listening to I don't know what I was talking about, and I will talk to you next time.